Hey, what's going on? Hope you guys can hear me okay. I was going to plug in the mics. Dang, I forgot. Or mic, I should say. That's okay. I'm watching myself on the TV in the background, making sure everything looks okay. It looks much better on TV than on my laptop. But let's see. Let me make sure the chat is on live chat. There we go. Oh, I'm not alone. I see somebody else popped in. I know that one of those people is myself. How are you? Totally kind of random. So I need to price some stuff for the booth, and that's what I'm going to work on while I chit chat with whoever pops in. So if you're here, say hello. Hi, Linda. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Beating the heat. Oh my gosh, the humidity is awful today. My goodness. So I got we're going to go. Zena has doctor's appointments tomorrow, so she's taking the day off so that she can do that. And then we're going to go put some stuff in the booth too. Got some books I'm going to do. I've got a whole stack of records over here. Let's see. Hello from outside Wichita. What was I saying? Hi, Wes. Do I sound okay? I'm seeing the little microphone thing on the bottom of my screen, and it's only showing like 1 to 2 little dots, and that's it. So I just want to make sure that normally me being loud is not a problem. Okay, cool. Good. Thank you, Mom. And Wes and Linda. I appreciate you guys. So I guess, how are you guys? Oh, wait, I don't need those yet. We ran out of stickers, so I'm going to have to cut up some labels to do for stickers. I hope those are removable. We normally try to use the removable stickers. Hi, Shannon. How are you? Let's see. What am I starting with? I guess I'm doing these books first. Got a couple of little vintage books. Just putting listings away. There you go. Oh, I got to get used to this being backwards. We were tired of living in a house. That sounds like my dream as a child was to live in the woods. There you go. I read this book at my Mima's house. What was it called? My Side of the Mountain. It's a old Disney story movie. And I read that book. I still have that exact copy stashed away. I think it's in my game room. I've kept it all these years. I don't know if she gave it to me or if I borrowed it and never gave it back, but I've had it for a very long time. And I loved that movie. Or love that book. I've never watched the movie. I think they did make it into a movie. See, it is a movie. There you go. Linda knows. Yeah, it was great. And I always dreamed of moving to a mountain and making acorn pancakes like the little boy in the movie or in the book. I always wanted to do that. I thought that would be so cool. I still wouldn't be mad if we went camping. I told Zena I wanted to go camping, and she goes, like in a tent? And I was like, yeah, like in a tent. And she was like, I don't know. And I was like, come on. I was like, I haven't been camping since I was a kid, and I really bad want to go. Hey, Bodega Finds. If she wanted it back, she would have certainly let you know. You're not wrong, Mom. You are not wrong. She definitely would have let me know. She probably didn't have a clue about it. So glamping is how you roll now. See, we talked about that. Zena keeps, I would say hinting, but not really hinting, straight up telling me that she really, really wants to trade the car in because it's getting close. It's at like 80,000 miles, and she wants something a little bit bigger. And she's worried that once it gets closer to 100,000, it's going to start having issues. So she really wants to trade it in and get a Santa Fe instead of a Tucson, which is a little bit bigger. And she said, I was looking at the back of it, and it looks like we could sleep in the back of it if we went on a trip or something. Like, we might be able to fit a air mattress back there. And I was like, she's trying really hard to sell me on it. Same here. That would be kind of glamping. I would rather like go and do something like that than stay in a hotel though, because of the adventure of it. But I don't know. I'm just going to guess on this. Sometimes with the booth, I used to look up every single item and know exactly what I want to put on it. And now stuff like this, I'm just going to guess. I'm going to put like $4 on that. Watch a bunch of van life videos. You could definitely do that. Zena has mentioned converting a van once or twice, but I haven't heard much about it since then. So we've talked about maybe doing like one once we get to that point, either buying a box truck, like an older used box truck, or a little short bus or something like that, you know, that we could use for thrift trips, or like when we go to Nebraska, we could just take that with us and we could sleep in it or whatever we need to, and, you know, do something like that. Hey, Bayou Bell. I used to watch some van lifers too, Linda, and I used to get really into it. And then I used to watch Tendo. He doesn't make videos anymore, but him and his ex-girlfriend had a bread truck that they converted. Well, they had a van that they converted. Then they got a bread truck that they converted, and then a bus that they started to convert. It was so fun. Yes, Nebraska. Steve. Hi, Steve. Hope you guys are having a good day. Let's see. What's the name of this book? Grimmy. Isn't this Grimm's? Mother Goose and Grimm, yeah. Looks like it almost looks like it says grimy. Oh, I just got an ad. Hopefully you guys aren't getting ads. I just got an ad on the TV because I have got this playing on the TV. Skip. You aren't sleeping in the truck. You can stay. I talked to Zena again. I mentioned coming to Nebraska for that big highway sale in August. And she said, I told you I have the week off. And I said, okay. It's like, we just got to figure out dogs. That's going to be the hardest part. YouTube Red so I don't get ads. Ooh, fancy. I used to pay for the ad free, but I gave up on it. Just got done shipping and dropping off 50 packages at post office. Donna's been sorting all day for a $1 garage sale. Nice. We were supposed to get some sorting done for our next garage sale, which I'm not sure when it'll be, but we were supposed to do more of that this weekend, but ended up mounting Zena's TV for her for the basement, and that took me a while. We have Maggie and Cowboy, and then we have Dobby also. Typically, we can just take Dobby to Zena's sister because she has the Frenchies, that the family that he's from. So he's used to them, and they're used to him. So it works out well. But for some reason, they don't like our other two dogs, my dogs. They just don't like them. They're very sweet. See, I love to watch the nomadic introvert. Ooh, that's cool. I like watching the car life ones where they've converted vehicles, just regular cars, and kind of like Zena's Tucson, or what is it? Those Scion XBs, the toaster car. We always call them the toaster car. Where they convert those. Those are pretty neat. Let me write this tag. I thought this would be really easy to write tags and talk to you guys at the same time, but I can see that I'm going to get distracted easily, as always. This marker's not wanting to work. I left the cap off too long. Grimmy. Pick of the litter. The litter. We have the Dachshund, and then Cowboy he's sleeping. I can see him right now. He's some sort of a terrier. We've asked at the vet. I've asked at PetSmart. I've actually asked more than one vet, as he's been to different vets over the last several years. Nobody knows exactly what he is just by looking at him. They're like, some sort of terrier. He's got super wiry hair, and he's got like a beard, and he has this little like natural mohawk that happens. He's super cute. Cheryl Beth, Caroline Sweet Treats are planning a road trip. Okay. Oh, yes. Cheryl mentioned that to me. Y'all let me know when you guys are going to be around here. If you're going to be close to Oklahoma City and stuff, let me know. And maybe we can have lunch or something. That would be cool. So I got one done. I'll probably sit here the rest of the night and do this. I'm not going to stay live the rest of the night, but I'll probably sit here and price stuff. That way, I'll just ride with Zena to one of her appointments, and we'll go to the booth afterwards. It's time. It's been like 2 weeks, so it's probably really needing some stuff. Mother's Day was crazy. I also got to pick up my check, but Mother's Day, we were like having a slow month, and then the weekend of Mother's Day, it was crazy. So it was awesome. So we actually did okay this month. It's funny how I did that video where I talked about closing the booths and getting away from it because it's not real super profitable or anything, you know, and then we have a great month. And I was like, that's just how it goes. I already know it's going to dip back down, but we'll see. I still think we'll just start with closing one, like a portion of one, because technically we have 3. One of them is 2 big ones, or 2 big ones put together. So we'll probably figure out what exactly, but we'll get rid of at least a little bit of it, I think. That is currently the plan. Curious about this book. I don't know. What do you think? $5? $6? A little hardback. What's it from? It's in great condition. I probably should put my marker down before I do this. 1969. That's in great condition. It's a cute book. I bet somebody would pay $5 or $6 for it. Jack Russell. Ooh, you got a Jack Russell. Has a beard. They're so energetic. My goodness. They're such sweet dogs, but man, they got energy. Mohawk as well. Used to dress her in Harley jacket. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Y'all's booth looks great, Steve. I saw in y'all's video that took a bunch more stuff in there. Donna did a great job. I'm sure you helped too, but man, Donna is great at organizing that stuff. Folds, tears, markings. Nope, it's great. It looks good, Mom. Jack Ruckle terrorist. Terrierist. Yeah, you gotta make sure you say it right on YouTube. So I'm gonna get myself demonetized for that. Carrie, can you add a video for those of us just starting that have already have a house and garages full of stuff to sell, but need to know everything needed to do their first auction? So you want to do an auction on the dollar auction? Is that what you're thinking? That's how it sounds to me. How about coverware? No, it's not bad, Mom. It's pretty good. I mean, it's got like little corner dings, you know, but it's nice and flat. It's not real super yellowed or anything. It has just like a little like natural, it almost looks like it was that color to begin with. The binding is good. I didn't see any like pencil marks or anything like that. 4 to 5, that's what I was thinking. Can y'all tell my mom's really into books? The lady knows her books. You got a book question, she's the one to ask. She could talk all day long about books and like all the different little nuances with them and things like that. She knows her stuff. We'll do 5. I said 6-ish, 5 to 6. Mom says 4 to 5, so we're going 5. I still got to write the title on here. Hello. Now, hey, that's not a bad thing, Mom. You know your stuff. You know your stuff for sure. If I have a question, I know I can message you or call you anytime, and you will be glad to help. I do have a book somewhere that is, what is it? What's that movie? Yeah, it's a movie too. Book movie. Gosh. Alice in Wonderland. It doesn't have a dust jacket, but it is printed, like imprinted in the book, like the picture and the title and all that stuff on the outside. But I remember when I found it a long time ago, my sister still lived in a different state at that time. So it's been a long time since I found it, but we never could find any information on it. So I need to pull that back out once I find it. Yes, embossed. Once I find it, we need to look it up. Now that I have better knowledge of how to look things up and try to figure out what kind of value it may or may not have. I'm hoping it's a lot older of a copy, so I'm hoping that it actually has some good value. I think it might be in my game room. In a house. All right, we got 2. We got 2 done. Steve did not help me. He carried the box. Oh, what a jerk, Donna. What a jerk. Oh my gosh. I can't believe Steve would do that to you. Jeez. Yes, Carrie. So, trying to think of how, like, I did a behind the scenes video once of setting things up. We do have, there is a YouTube channel called The Dollar Auction. There are some, like, I did a couple of videos on how to list a live auction listing, how to list a giveaway, how to list a standard auction listing, and then how to schedule your live. I can't remember if I showed how to start a live, but I think that's in my behind the scenes video that I did a while back here. If you didn't see that one, it's the thumbnail has, it's like shot from this angle, and it's Xena, and I think she's pushing buttons on the iPad. Just pulled out a leather Bible from 1877, printed in Stockholm. Rough condition. The book is intact, but the leather is rough and some pages clear. Spine is intact. Interesting. A jerk. Oh my gosh, Steve, you're such a dork. A workshop of how to do a live show. Oh, I wonder how we could make that work. I got to do a little bit of that while we were at Planes to Profit. The night that we did the live auction in the lobby at the hotel, I sat and kind of showed a few different people how to do some listings, but that doesn't help you guys out. Set up on district, don't want to go live and find out I'm missing something. Hey, I get that. I totally get that, Carrie. You can always hit us up. Like if you start trying to figure it out, you can always ask questions in the seller chat, or there's a questions and answers chat, and there's also the seller chat too. Yes to workshop. Gotcha. Oh, hey, Grams. How are you? You see this, Grams? They're asking for some sort of a workshop to get started on dollar auction. Same, Steve and Donna. We'll have to talk about it, see if we can figure out something. I mean, we can, of course, do the videos, but I wonder if there's a way that one of us could do a live stream. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not committing to anything, of course. Like, I don't know if that's even possible, but just brainstorming out loud. But he used to say to me every time I call him, oh my gosh, listening while roasting your butt off, man. It's like the humidity here today is gross. It's nasty. It rained a whole bunch, like super duper thunderstorm yesterday morning here. And then we mowed the grass, but there's still, like, the ground was still wet. The grass was finally dry, but like the heat today with all that moisture still in the ground, it's gross. Zero air conditioning until, oh no. We could do a live stream sometime. See, there you go. We'll figure it out. District used to do Zoom training. Do they? Oh, I don't know. LaDonna. I'll have to look into that. I do know if you go to the FAQ section on District, their FAQs, like their explanations of how to do each little thing, like listing or starting your live stream or things like that, they're pretty good. Like, I was really impressed when I went and started looking through them. We don't need a storm shelter. We're fortunate enough to be one of the few people in Oklahoma that has a basement. So we're very fortunate to have that. And let me tell you, that sucker is solid concrete all the way around, because I got to drill into it yesterday. Here in Texas. Oh, I bet Texas is bad bodega finds. Oh, it's so hot. Oh, I loved going to visit my mom, but if I went in the summer, the heat. It's so hot there. It is, right? What's funny is we've got neighbor across the street has a basement. The lady next door has a basement. I think there's several people here in our town that have basements. But Oklahoma City especially, good luck finding a basement. Hot and dry. Never going to see snow. You guys, when y'all get ice, though, you get it. Holy cow. There was a bug the other day. If you were in the app, you could see the bid button for static auction. If you were in the browser, it was disabled. Huh. Interesting. Stay inside. Hey, I try to stay inside during the summer, too. When I worked at the Air Force Base, we were in a building, but it was a hangar with no air conditioning, and they would just have the big doors open on each end. And it's this massive, it held 4 giant jets, and it's a huge building. And man, it was hot. It was like being in a tin box in the middle of the summer. It was so bad. So bad. I don't miss it at all. But I've gotten super accustomed to being indoors during the summer. So now I don't do well in the heat like I used to. Zena tells me every year, you really need to be spending some time outside so you can get used to it. That way, if we do something, you won't get sick the next day. Because I tend to get dehydrated and not feel well. But I'm like, I know. I never listen. Let's see. In this manga book, How to Draw Manga. This is a cool book. This is pretty neat. Pretty cute. This will do well in one of our toy booths. It's pretty neat. Reporting form is gone for district. Now you put in the support chat. Oh, okay. You know, I really don't like the support chat either. It's a lot better. Like you get a response way faster if you go to what is it? districtsupport.net. Is that right? I know some of you others may know. It's yeah, the support chat is terrible where you just type in whatever like in a message thread. The first time I ever used that, it took them 2 weeks to get back to me. And I was like, when the guy finally responded, he said, you should try emailing support to get a quicker response. And I was like, what's the point of this? And I was mad. Yeah, I need to make sure that LaDonna, I need to make sure that I update my app as well. Let's see. Let's go $6 on this. That'll be fine. It's probably worth more than that, but that's okay. I just put how to draw manga because that's what it is. Manga, however you want to say it. Yeah, I'm just going to put how to draw. I'll put these words that I can't read because I don't know what language this is. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know how to write in lowercase anymore. I'm struggling here because this is in lowercase on the book. I always write in uppercase. Oh my. Maggie. Shh. Hush, baby. Maggers. I don't know what she heard. That's dumb. The whole point of the ticket system is for monitoring. Exactly. That's what I thought. Gosh. Hey, Ash. Thank you. Happy Pride. We totally missed the parade and all that stuff this weekend. We did something that was, we went to Lowe's yesterday. And I said, well, I guess this is how we're celebrating Pride this weekend, huh? And she laughed. So at least I got her to laugh. Harley. Oh, sorry, LaDonna. Squirrel. Exactly, right? Let's see. I'm going to use Google Lens to see if this, make sure that this says how to use translate. Draw more. Oh, see, I would have messed up. It says draw more manga, not how to draw. Love Google Lens for translate and for looking stuff up. So much faster. All right. Let's see. Yeah, it's great. Sometimes it's weird. Like I've had it like jump around before and give me different languages or like totally different translations of things. But for the most part, it's pretty good. In those instances, I just laugh and move along. Okay, so got 3 books done. Hey, what time is it? How much have I gotten? I've gotten 3 done in 24 minutes. That's sad, right? Okay, I'm just going to put this over in there. This is I bought this for myself. It's from IKEA. It's for records. You can put them like in one of those cube shelf things. But we need a smaller one at the booth, depending on whether or not this stack of records is going to fill up our spot. But I'm going to take that just in case. We've been needing records forever. And I found a pack of sleeves. I knew that I had some and I couldn't find them. That's why I haven't put any records in there in a while. Sorry, that's probably a terrible noise for you guys. I'm just going to pull a few out so that And as I need some more, I'll get some more out. But that way I'm not making that awful noise the whole time. Tracy Chapman. Found this one at a estate sale recently. In great condition. Most of the records up at that estate sale were pretty rough. I think I paid $1 for this. Make sure it's right. Yep. That's the one, in excellent condition. Excellent. I know some of these records that I have in the stack are going to go on eBay. I just haven't sorted them yet. Get back in there, friend. There we go. Let's see. How much is it selling for on eBay? This one here or the book? Looks like I can scan this one. It's got a barcode on it. Tracy Chapman, we're about to find out. Ooh, I got that turned up loud. Let me turn that down some. I hate that sound. Ooh, hold on. This one might go to eBay. 95 listed, 30 sold. Let's see, pre-owned. Oh, wow. Holy cow. 32 from Australia with 15 delivery. That's the very first one. And then there's somebody in the US sold it for 45 plus shipping, 60 with free shipping. Let me scroll past some of these ones from the United Kingdom. That's a sealed one. United Kingdom. Near mint, somebody sold. They listed it as near mint. They sold it for $58.50. Okay, that one's going to go on eBay. That's going to be. Here's somebody sold it for $35. I'm sure it depends on condition, but the record itself's in good condition. It's got a little right up here, a little ridge right there, but that's just in the cardboard. So put that one over there. We got The Wiz. I think I looked this one up already, and it wasn't fantastic, but this one came from that same estate sale. Also in really good condition. Cool. Get that in there. Been selling a bunch of alternative and punk records. Nice. In this stack, I actually have three or four Post Malone that I got at a yard sale. They were asking $5 a piece on their records. They had a sign on the bin that said $50 for all, but like half of it was big band and stuff like that, stuff that's just not like Lawrence Welk type of stuff that's just not worth much of anything, if anything. So I was like, I'm not spending $50 on this bin. So I started flipping through it some more just to see if there was something else, because the people in the garage were like 20-somethings. It was a whole group of them having a garage sale together. And I was like, there's no way these people are actually listening to like Lawrence Welk, that kind of stuff, Glenn Campbell, those kinds of things. But so I kept flipping, and I was like, then I started seeing rappers, and I got one rapper when I went up and asked them, would they do 4 for 15 instead of 4 for 20? And they were like, sure. I was like, all right, cool. So I ended up getting 4. I think I did get 3 Post Malone and 1 that's a rapper I never heard of. Older raps. Yes, I actually found some. Maybe when I first met Zena, I found some records that were like 90s, like Salt and Peppa, and oh my gosh, who else? Some good like dance stuff from the 90s. That stuff did really well in our booth. I put them in the booth because I was nervous about selling records on eBay. Now that I've done it a few times, I'm not so worried about it. Let's see. The Wiz. It just says The Wiz. Vinyl. Ba-doop. How many people are in here? We got 20 people watching. What's going on, guys? We only got 3 thumbs up. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on the video. That helps me out a lot. Let's go. Condition used. So there's 2 different cover versions. There's the one that looks like the cover looks like the movie, and then there's this one that I have that's more artistic looking. Oh yeah, 2 copies sold for $6.50, one for $14. I gotta scroll past all the other ones. $9. Oh, people are getting off work. I hope you guys can't hear the cars going by. We don't live on a main road, but it's a little bit busier than some of the littler streets, you know, but $6. So this one's not worth a ton. How did somebody sell it for $30? That always throws me off when you see a ton of comps where something has sold for like $10, you know, and then all of a sudden you have a 30 and it's like, what is going on? Okay, good. It gets really busy out here. Like everybody's coming home from work. 9 o'clock though, this town shuts down. It's so quiet around here after 9 o'clock. It's awesome. I think I'm going to put $9 on this because it looks like the average is somewhere between, there was a few that were like $7 and then there was several that were $9. So we're going to go with $9. How did I do this last time? Price tag on the Post-it note, stick it on the record, and then put it in the clear sleeve. That way it stays protected. I used to not put them in the clear sleeve and I just put this on it and they would either fall off or they would get shredded. So started doing it this way. The Whiz. Ooh, come on. Let me use this smaller tag. J, come on. 9 doll hairs. The Whiz. Soundtrack. Hello. Hey, Cajun Roots. New England Cajun Roots. Let me get that right. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Just hanging out with everybody, chit-chatting and pricing stuff for my booth. Just did this one here. Pretty cute. Well, let's see. I've got another bin of stuff down here too, but I really, really want to get these records done. They're something that we've been needing to do for a very long time. I love having these plastic sleeves. I have all my personal records in these, but they can cost quite a bit. When I order them, I do a lot of shopping around every time to make sure that I get the best deal because some places on like Amazon way overcharge for them, I think. It's literally just a plastic sleeve. It shouldn't be 50 cents each. Ooh, here's a good one. I already have this for myself, so I'm letting this one go. One of the greatest albums of all time, if you ask me. Carole King Tapestry, so good. And this one is the, what do they call it? Gatefold, where it opens up. So cool. This one has all the little rub marks on it, you know, but that's pretty. Yep, I feel the earth move. You are correct. Let's see. This is one record in here. It's just got the extra information on that front flap. This one I got for $1 also at that same estate sale as the others. And it's fantastic. I should probably go check it compared to mine, but that's all right. It'll be fine. Yes, it's so good, Jen. Jay gave me that CD when I was a teenager, and I absolutely loved it. So good. I have a feeling this one will have, I don't know. I feel like maybe there's a lot of these out there, so maybe it won't be as good as it should be value-wise, in my opinion. Barb D, hello, from Owasso. You are not terribly far away. Hope you're beating the heat, Barb. Carole King Tapestry LP. There, it popped up right away. Pretty quickly. Filter, condition used. 703 listed. And 340 sold. So not horrible, but this will be perfect for our booth, in the booth situation. Joyce from Tahlequah. What's in the tank? I was actually just about to say something about that. I'm hoping he comes over here. Oh, he's right there. Come here, buddy. Come over here. I have a tiger salamander in there. Shannon from Broken Bow. Yep. Look at all these Okies in here. Yeah, I have a tiger salamander in there that I bought at Old Paris Flea Market like 5-6 years ago, something like that, right before I met Xena. And I thought that it would not live very long because it came from the flea market. And then I looked up their life expectancy and it's like 20 to 25 years. So there's that. You hit the Tulsa Goodwill outlet. How was it, Larry? I just remembered about that and told Xena that there was supposed to be a new bins location there, as well as their auctions, but we've always wanted to go to the Goodwill auctions in Tulsa. So released the summer before my senior year of high school. I've been singing. Oh, there you go. See. Hey, Gloria. Look at that. We got quite a few people popping in. This is fun. Yeah, but hopefully hopefully he'll come over here a little bit further. Hey, buddy. If I stick my hand in here, will you come over? Come here. Come on over. He's going to think I'm going to feed him. I just fed him yesterday. Whoa. Can y'all see? There, y'all can see him. Look at him. He's coming for my finger. He's jumping at me. All right, I got to get my hand out there. He's going to bite me. It doesn't hurt when he bites you, but it freaks you out. You can see him back there on his water bowl. He's got a water bowl on each. So I used to have two. And even though they have a long life expectancy, one of them died really suddenly. And so that was hard for me. But we had got this big, huge tank and put a plexiglass. I cut to fit a piece of plexiglass and divided it so that I'd have one tank instead of two. And so they lived side by side. And so I pulled that out. And now he's got this huge tank to roam in. So he loves it. He's like, yo, Linda, I came over for you. How cool. I used to own a pet shop. So knew I had to some sort of, yep. That's cool. Mom, I've never named him. Just never named him. It's just we call him, hey, Sally. I guess we could name it Sally. We call it our Sally because he's a salamander, but let's see. Hey, you, right? Yeah. Hey, you, salamander dude. We should come up with some kind of a name because he always does that. Lunges at you. Acts like he's hungry all the time. All the time. You're supposed to, I hand feed him. So you're supposed to feed him for as much as they can eat in 10 minutes or something like that is what I read online anyway. But he acts like he's starving. I'm like, you're that small. If I give you 10 mealworms or waxworms or crickets or whatever, that's a lot for such a tiny little body. So I always am like, I feel like that's way too much. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure I'm going to put this at 12. We're going for 12. Why do I feel dumb? BA. What is BA? Why is that not clicking with me? Hey, Sandy. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. What does that say? We need an Okie meetup at the bins. Look, I'm looking back up a little bit higher. So the Tulsa one's smaller than OKC, but good. So I don't mind a smaller bins. Ours is in OKC, it's hectic, man. Broken Arrow. Okay. I thought Broken Arrow, but I wasn't sure. At first I thought it said MA for Massachusetts. Then I was like, no, that's not what it says. I didn't want to assume it was Broken Arrow. Either way, I look like a dork, but whatever. $12. Carol King. Tapestry. Change out 4 tables each half hour. I like that. I like that they have a system. In Oklahoma City, it just is kind of they're just constantly changing out rows, it kind of feels like. There's no, they probably do have a rhyme or reason to it, but I don't know what it is. We haven't been in a while either, though. I wouldn't mind going soon just to go because it's been so long. course, it's the last side that I check, right? That's how that works. Okay, see, anarchy. Get in there. Come on, work with me. There we go. These are like perfect fit for gatefold because they're a little thicker, a little bit harder to get it in there. Ta-da! Looks good. And then you put it in the bin and they can flip through and see the price tag right there. Found a board game at Tulsa Bins sold in 24. Nice, Joyce. That's awesome. That is awesome. I love finding stuff at the bins like that, especially. There goes motorcycle. I love it when we find something that somebody has thrown back and it's in, like, you can tell that they've thrown it back in a pile and then you look it up and you're like, no way. This person had no idea what it was, you know, and then you score big time. One time we were standing in line at the Oklahoma City bins and right by where you stand in line, there's tables there. People always will stand there while they're waiting in line and they'll dig through their stuff and throw stuff back. And there was this really old clock mechanism. It looked like a clock mechanism from like a grandfather clock or something. It was like the inner workings of it. And you could, like, all the gears, like everything. It just had no casing or anything. And I was like, this is really neat. I can't remember if I picked it up or if Zena picked it up, but we started looking it up. I sold that thing lightning fast for parts or repair. And I put, don't know if it works. None of that. Sold it lightning fast for $250. And the person that bought it has some listed. So I think what they do is every time somebody lists one, they buy it and then they refurbish it and then sell them in much better condition for even more. So, oh man, I hope, what is this record? Oh, here's one of the Post Malones with the $5 sticker on it. This is heavy. This will probably go, this is a two record. This one will probably go on eBay. I don't know that it belongs in the booth. Steinbach and 2 Fenton Christmas trees after it had been ransacked several times. Honeycomb Valentine. Ooh, cool. See, there are people that just don't have any idea. They're looking for shoes, name brand clothes, video games, vintage t-shirts, and they just pass up everything else. They go, Christmas, like Christmas stuff, Christmas, who cares? That's like, what was that we found? Oh, the big Minion inflatable, like for your yard. Huge inflatable. That thing was 10 feet tall, something like that. It was massive. I picked that up at the bins, decided to take a chance on it. I'm going to mess with this later. This sticker is on there, and I'd rather put a little bit of rubbing alcohol or something, or not rubbing alcohol, lighter fluid or something on there to get that off. I don't want to damage it. Did I get this one from those people too? Oh, yeah, there's another Post Malone. Another Post Malone. These are the ones that I got 4 for $15. And then I got this one. Wasn't sure who this guy was. Blame It on Baby Deluxe. DaBaby. Oh, I've heard of DaBaby before. Parental advisory. If I see parental advisory, I know that it's probably all right. Oh, I was saying we sold that Minion inflatable pretty quickly too, though, and out of season. Sold 3 books with stamps in them. We got a whole box of them in it for $1 and sold 3 of the 5 books for, dang, $175. Nice. Okay, I'm going to set these at the bottom of this stack because they're not going to go in there today. Those will probably all be eBay anyway. We got, I think I bought this from Kevin on an auction a while back. I bought several albums from him. We got Night Ranger. Oh, man. Look at those haircuts and those outfits. I love it. Let's check our condition here. This one's probably not worth a lot. Hey, that's in pretty good condition. See one scratch there. Other than that, it looks great. Oh, we were talking about the bins being crazy. I saw a rural squirrel. Kristen did a live auction today. from the bins. She was selling plush at the Goodwill bins, and I think she said she was in Illinois. And she's just hanging out. Like, I probably saw like 5-6 people in the background the whole time, super quiet in there, very chill. One lady came by and asked if she could step by her. She goes, "Oh yeah, let me get out of your way." And she goes, "Oh, you just look like you're having fun chit-chatting there, so I didn't want to get in your way." And I was like, man, at our bins, you get pushed out of the way. And they play like blaring music. It's so like, I pretty much can't film there because of the music. And it's big and it echoes and we love it. But it wears you out. We're always like, oh, we haven't been in so long, we should go. And then when we leave, we go, this is why we always wait so long in between. It's such a good time, but it's just, it wears you out. Yeah, it's crazy, Larry. It is crazy. Let's see. 48%. Okay, we're good. We're good. I need to double check dollar auction and see, unless one of y'all wants to shout it out. I'm checking I'll see it here in a second. Making sure, let's see. Yeah, nobody's going live tonight, so we can go a little bit long here. I'm probably going to go over an hour because it's 5:45. So if you guys want to chill and hang out for a little longer, we can. Let's see. Tote full vintage stamps. I know there's money there, but exactly. We have a bunch of stamps too, and that's why I ended up auctioning off a couple of lots, just very small lots, but there's probably 50 stamps in each one ish on the dollar auction. They did okay. It wasn't much money, but that's okay. I mean, they were all used ones for the most part. Like 90% of them were used, but it was still fun. A lot of cool looking ones. Let's see, eBay. We're going to look up this Night Ranger vinyl. Night Ranger vinyl. Is it just Night Ranger or is there 7 wishes? It does say 7 wishes on the front. It's on the plane. That's what I was thinking of doing with them, just doing some. Yeah, I mean, it's worth a shot, LaDonna. I mean, if nothing looks like it's going to be crazy valuable, then might as well do a few lots, and see how it goes. Only paid $1. There you go. Xena has a tote, like a decent sized tote. I looked down because I have a tote over here. She has a decent sized tote full of stamps that I don't know if she said she wanted to collect stamps as a kid or if somebody just thought that she did, but she's got so many stamps. Like, her mom still gives her stamps. If I see a cool one at the post office, like if they have dragons or something like that she'll enjoy, like they did Dungeons and Dragons one several months ago, I got her a sheet of those, which she just thinks is really cool anyway because she loves dragons. So she's cool with stuff like that, but for the most part, she doesn't care. It's funny that she has this huge, it's really heavy tote full of them too, and she's like, I don't know what I'm going to do with these. Night Ranger, we're going to do $8. Bought a whole sheet of those ones too. See, they're cool. It's cool when it's the flat sheet like that, because if you wanted, you could frame it, I have, when we were going through my personal stuff that's been in storage forever, I do have a sheet from when I was a kid or maybe like a preteen, and it's Bugs Bunny. It has like the one big picture, and then it has all the stamps next to it that look just like the picture. I still have that with the like paper thing that it slides into. I don't know what to do with it. I should probably look it up and see if it's valuable at all. What'd I say? $8 on this one? $8 on Night Ranger. Night Ranger. Was it 7 wishes? Whoop. Hi, Steven. How are you? Hope you're having a great day. Just pricing some stuff for the booth and chit-chatting with y'all. Do you guys like doing this? Because I think it's fun. It's a way for me to make a little bit more content and only do one like regular video a week. And it's a lot less stress for me because I get to just sit here and get something done. And I'm not in front of a computer for 4, 5, 6 hours, Yes, Ash says yes. I'm not surprised that you said that, Ash. I like it. For me, it's fun. It's a way for me to interact with adults for the most part. I'm sure there might be some kids watching too, especially with summer. So, but I don't get a whole lot of adult interaction. Xena comes home from work and she's had it with adults, with people, you know, because she's dealt with people all day. And then I just like start talking her ear off. And she's like, she's sweet though. We still talk and stuff, but I always feel bad because I want to talk. And she's like, I just want to sit here and watch TV. Do my eBay work with you. Oh, cool. Good. I'm glad. That's what I'm hoping, Ash, is that it will help motivate me as well, because you guys know I've been struggling lately. So I feel like I only looked up like the last, when we did this, what was it? A little over a week ago when we did this. And I was looking up My Little Ponies. I think I looked up like 6, but we've gotten further today. So that's good. Pricing stuff for the booth is relatively easy. Jackson 5. This one also came from Commonwealth Picker in an auction. Ooh, it's got I'll Be There on it. How funky is your chicken? Listing while listening. There you go. See, I can't list while listening and talking and all that stuff. I just can't do it. All right. This one has like dust. I got to be really gentle here. Somewhere I have a cleaner thing for vinyl records. You see those dirty fingerprints? I'm just going to gently hit it with this microfiber cloth and see if I can knock some of that off. But I will price it accordingly due to that. Is that going to come off even? There's something actually stuck to it. Oh, I don't want to scratch it. I don't know. This one may not play well because of that. How'd it get so dang dirty? Maybe because it didn't have its paper sleeve? I don't know. I think that's the next set of lyrics in How Funky Is Your Chicken? This side looks pretty good now that I've wiped it. Need to get that center ring there. Golly. It's got some crud on that center ring there. There we go. Got it. Should join us on the reseller therapy sessions on Tuesday. Corey and I both get lots of work done. Do you really, though? And what time do you guys do that? Because I've never made it to one of those. What the heck was that sound? Oh, it's the cat. She sleeps almost all day and stays up all night. So when she makes noise during the day, it throws me off because the dogs are over here sleeping. Dobby's snuggled up with Cowboy in a little bitty bed. All right, I think that's as good as this one's going to get. Oh, I need to hit that center ring on this side too. Hey, how's it going? I see you there, Sheila. Hi, Lucy girl. She's decided to grace me with her presence today. How about don't rub yourself on all that stuff for the booth, please. You'll get it hairy. We have our cat is a rag doll. If you guys are not familiar with rag dolls, they have ultra fine hair. It's hair, not fur. So it's like ultra fine. It's a task trying to keep it off of you. That's why I'm glad that other than this stuff, of course, inventory stays separate. I'm glad I have the shop now because I don't have to worry about her. Unless it transfers from me to something, I don't have to worry about getting on stuff. But man, it is a task for sure. All right, I'm not putting much on this Jackson's album. I'm going to put like $4 on it because it's not in fantastic condition, and I'm not even going to look it up because I just don't. The condition, it's not, in my mind, not worth the effort. And I'm pretty sure it's not worth a bunch of money because it's only got one song on it that I actually recognize. Jackson 5. Third album. There we go. What kind of things are you guys listing today? I need to list something today. I have a camera that we found at a garage sale. We went to some garage sales and we weren't filming. And of course, I find a Canon digital camera, paid $20, and it sells like super fast regularly for over $200. I haven't got it listed yet. I had to, there's a thunderstorm coming. I had to order a battery and a battery charger for it because it was just the camera, but it's in great condition. It does work. I've charged the battery. I just need to do a little video for it, like a testing video and all that. Separating bulk buy of Pokemon. Ooh, Gabby, I'm jealous. Jewelry and books, Mom. That's something we have to think about too. If we're going to close one of the portions of a booth, or if we're going to close an entire booth, or what, we got to figure out if we're going to keep doing Pokemon cards or not, because we sell a lot of Pokemon cards in our booths. We sell the packs of 15 for $250. Sometimes they sit for a while. Sometimes somebody comes in and buys everything we have. Like 30, we normally do 30 to 40 packs at a time when we restock. So they do pretty well. Got some sweet MCM items from an estate sale this weekend, and I have a bunch of glass and pottery. Ooh, I stay away from the glass. Unless it's character glasses. Religious CDs and DVDs, I bought over 200 for $10. Nice, Linda. Nice. I love buys like that. We did find there was a yard sale here in town on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. And they had a big tub, like one of, those black and yellow tubs full of CDs. And it was like rock gold, like AC/DC. There was a lot, like every Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath album in there. Just like all the big names, that the stuff that you want to find. Megadeth is normally like $15 to $20 per CD, depending, of course, but great stuff. And I started looking through it. I ended up buying 2. I stopped looking after a while because the condition was so bad. But they did have, it's out in the garage, one of those cassette organizers, and it was full of kind of the same thing. Metallica, what else? AC/DC was in that one too. Lots of really great cassettes. A lot of it was rough. The interior of it was one of those, it had the plastic insert, but the outside was like a soft case. And the foamy interior was deteriorating the way that hats do. And so it was all over the place. So the ones that are not in cases are probably not going to survive. But I do have a repair kit, so I can replace those little felt squares. So if any of those are messed up, I'll be able to fix them at least. 1970s G.I. Joes to research too. Those should be pretty good, Ash. Guthrie garage sale. Fill a laundry basket for $5. Filled too. Dang, all books were free. Saturday. We did some yard selling Saturday. So we hit some yard sales here in town. And then we went all the way to your neck of the woods, Linda, to get haircuts. Our barber is over there. I'll tell you something else about that experience too. Mom knows about it. On the way to the barber, we were a little bit early. So we stopped at some more sales. And then after the barber, we stopped at some more, and we just happened to find a big like church missions trip sale, an outdoor church sale. Huge. Fill a bag, brown paper sack, fill a bag for $5. We filled 3 bags, plus we got this like big box. It was a full set of a vintage, it was plasticware, but it was like glasses and an ice bucket and a pitcher. We got that. They counted that and this Sony DVD, like CDR writer type of thing. They counted those as $5. So we paid $20 for everything, but we got a lot of stuff. That was awesome. Peru mission trip. Yes. It was crazy. The lady said, yeah, we don't know how to, I said, have you guys had a lot of, I said, you got a lot of stuff left. How's it been? And she said, well, we didn't advertise on Facebook this time. And I was like, they didn't hardly advertise at all, I bet. She said they didn't. She said trying to advertise on Facebook's a pain at this point. So we didn't advertise very well. And I was like, I'm kind of glad it happened that way because we ended up finding all kinds of stuff. But that one was crazy. We got tons of little toys and fun stuff for giveaways on the dollar auction and all that. Have it every year. It's crazy. I make so much money. See, yes. It was pretty wild. One of my favorite things I got is the Costco puzzle. It's like supposed to be the inside of a Costco, and it almost looks like a Where's Waldo puzzle, but it's Costco. I've been wanting one of those for a while, and I finally found one. Steve and Donna's garage sale, right? Ooh, that'd be cool, Ash. I know what I was going to tell you. So while we were at the hair cutting place, at the barber, our barber's female, and the other two barbers that were there that day were female. I know there's at least one male barber there too, but right now it's our barber is the one that now owns the shop. And her and the other girls, the other barbers, they were chit-chatting while they were cutting our hair and other people's hair. And they started talking about these hair cutting shears. There's a sales guy that has come into the shop a couple of times. And they're like, I really want a pair of those shears, blah, blah, blah. And the cheapest pair that he had with him was $3,000. And it's like free lifetime sharpenings. And they're talking about how great they were. Zena was sitting in the chair and she kind of looked at me. And I was like, hold on. And I pulled those. Remember we had that storage unit with the Hattori Hanzo shears, hair cutting shears that were brand new, sealed in the package. And we found them in this random bin of junk. Yeah, storage unit. It was great. I had those listed on eBay for $589.99, and they've been sitting. They're really expensive, so I'm not shocked that they've been sitting for a while, but I showed her a picture. I handed her my phone, and she started looking at it. She was like, this is them. This is what we're talking about. And I said, we had a feeling it might be. I said, I have those at home right now. And she goes, I want to buy them. I want them. I want them. Like, she was like excited. And I said, what do you want to do? I said, I'll make you a deal. Like, I was willing to give them to her, for less than what I was asking on eBay because she's a friend. She's been cutting our hair for like 5 years now. She's really nice, and we care about her. She's one of our tiny little circle of people that we, care about. But she was like, what do you think? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, just shoot me something. What do you think? And she goes, I'll give you some cash and some free haircuts. And I said, we can do all haircuts if you want. And she goes, are you serious? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're great. I was like, we're happy to do free haircut. If you want to do some haircuts for free, we're down. And she goes, I'll do $700 in haircuts. And we were like, I said, I was like, are you sure? I was like, I only had them listed for $589. She goes, it's worth it. It's totally worth it. And I showed her in my listing, I had a screenshot of, they cost $926 on the website, brand new. And I was like, they go for $926 brand new. And she was like, these are new. She's like, I'm cool with it, $700. And I was like, what do we normally pay for a haircut? She goes, $35. So it'd be 10 haircuts each. And I was like, okay, as long as you're sure. And we took them to her afterwards. We came back home, got them, and took them all the way back over there. And we let her look at them. We're like, are you sure? We'll pay you for the haircuts if you've changed your mind. She goes, nope, I want them. $700. You got it. And we were like, cool. So we're keeping track. We get free haircuts for the next 9 more haircuts each. So I'll take that trade any day. You made a great deal. I know, right? Holy cow. We paid $250 for that unit. And we've sold several pieces out of it already. We've made our money back on it by far. We sold some stuff in the yard sale, some of the furniture in the yard sale, sold some stuff on auctions, all that. So that made both of ours day. We were having a great day after that. But anyways, what do we got? Golly, Bob Dylan. I was thinking, not Bob Dylan. Who was I thinking of? Jimi Hendrix. For some reason, I saw the hair and I thought Jimi Hendrix, even though it says Bob Dylan's greatest hits right in the center of it. But my brain was saying Jimmy Neutron, even though I was trying to say, oh, I'm struggling. I'm losing it. Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, it was an awesome deal, Linda, for sure, for sure. Very happy about that. Absolutely. I got to quit leaving the cap off of this Sharpie because it keeps going partially dry on me. Let me look this one up. I don't think this one's worth a whole lot either. It's pretty common. Let me check the condition since that one was so rough. Does it have the... Okay, this one has the paper insert, so that's nice. Bob Dylan's greatest hits. Whoo! That one looks like it's never been played. Holy cow. Golly. How old is this? It's got to be, what, 70s, right? I don't know if there's a date on here. I didn't see it on the album itself. I know sometimes it's in that little center ring. Let's see if I see it printed on there anywhere. That's got to be 70s. I see a little code stamped there, but that's it. Man, that's in good condition. Good Lord. The record, it looks so good compared to the cover. I got to get this half price book sticker off of here though for $5. Too bad I don't see a date on it. Oh, somebody wrote their name on it too. See that? Right. Right there. Go back down in there, please. There we go. Gotta line it up. Okay. Bob Dylan's greatest hits. Ooh, yeah, that's got some good songs on it. Let's cheat. Bob Dylan's greatest hits vinyl record. I love doing the voice thing on eBay. It's so much faster. No typing. Condition used. Sold. Whew, it has a terrible sell-through rate. Just probably because there's so many of them out there. Let's see. Most of them are like $9 or $10, but then you have the Rogue like 20. I think we'll do 10. Let's see if this sticker will come off easily. So far, so good. They have a rule at the antique booth. If you don't remove a sticker from whatever store it came from, like a thrift store, or if you forget to remove that price tag, they will honor that price tag if somebody complains. They'll honor it. So, or if somebody points it out, or if you get those ones, they use those grease pencils. I've missed one of those before. But if somebody says something, they'll give it to them for that price. And they just let everybody know, look, make sure you get your price tags off. They do have an exception if it's like a really old Walmart tag, like obviously super duper old tag, like KB Toys. That's been out of business for well over a decade, I'm sure. If they see those, then they're like, you can leave that because some people find that as valuable. But if it's like a thrift store one, you better get it off there. 23 people, and we got 15 thumbs up. Thank you, everybody. Hairdryer and a Scotty peeler. Yes. I have a Scotty peeler right here somewhere. I bought a whole set of them at one point. Zena was... No, we were doing some sort of project around the house together, and I grabbed one and tried to use it for something stupid, and it did not work. I don't even remember what we were doing. Can't tell you how many times I find Goodwill stickers on stuff. Yep, see? And ours, you tell them, hey, I want this price. They'll give it to you. It's always worth a shot. Let's see. They also have, when you sign up to have a booth there, you have to, you have to like sign your agreement and all that stuff. In it, it says that if a customer asks for a discount, whether if they ask for some sort of discount, they will give up to 10% on your behalf without asking you. You have to agree to that to have a booth there, which I'm fine with. 10% is not a big deal on most items. Like a $10 item, they get $1 off. I'm not going to be mad about that. I probably paid 50 cents or $1 for it anyway, so, or less. So that doesn't bother me. Some people are like, no, absolutely not. I made the price. That's what I want it to be. But they normally do that. They know they can call me though. Call me, send me a text message. I'm probably going to accept whatever somebody offers as long as it's not. If it's something, if they give a ridiculous offer, she'll just tell them no. She won't even contact me or whoever. So I've always told them, I trust your judgment. They've been really great. So that's part of why I'm like part of me is like anti get rid of the booth, but the other part of me is like, we really should get rid of at least some. But they're just such cool people. They've been amazing. Greatest hits. All right. Good to know. I purchased several books there. See, there you go. There is one guy, the book guy right across from from our big toy booth. He's pretty stickler on pricing. He normally, I think he has to adhere. I'm pretty sure they require everyone to adhere to the 10% rule, but don't tell him I told you that either. Don't get me in trouble, Linda. He's very stickler. Like if you ask for a deal other than that, I'm pretty sure he's normally always a no, because I've asked before. I bought a whole bunch of hardback Stephen Kings for my personal collection from him, and I really didn't get anything out of him. But hello from New Zealand. Wow. Hi, Hartley. You're very far away. Won't say anything. He has, dude knows. I think he said he used to own a small bookstore, I guess. That when I don't know if he just chose to close it or if it just wasn't doing well or what the deal was, but yeah, he used to own a bookstore, so he knows. He's one of those people that really knows his stuff. I'm gonna lay those flat. There we go. That's better. What's this one? Joe Thomas, Get in the Wind. Is this totally sealed? All the way around? Well, it's got a split right there. Who the heck is Joe Thomas? I guess it's this guy on the back here playing the flute, since it's called Get Into the Wind, right? Wind instruments. Oh, wow. Look at that really old $2.98 sticker there. Oh, it's coming right off too. The glue is so old on it. Well, it started to come right off. There it goes. I love it when the glue is super old and they just go bink. It's got a little bit of an orange sticker. Oh yeah, that one did it too. Came right off. This one was a discounted one. It's got that, you know how they do the hash, like they cut that thing out of it. Let's see. What is it? Joe Thomas, Get in the Wind vinyl. Boodunk. Filter condition. We can call it. We'll say new. I would probably still call it sold if I was going to put it on eBay. None sold. 33 listed. Gosh, we're going to put $5 on it. It's not worth much. Even new. That's another one that I got from Kevin in a lot. He was selling lots. Where did these come from? I remember these, but I don't remember these. Must have been a random garage sale or something. Starting to get darker outside, so it's slowly getting a little bit darker in here. I apologize. I have a ring light, but I turned the ring light on earlier, and it messes with the camera. It makes the camera want to auto adjust, and it gets a little weird. Every time I move, the coloring changes and stuff. So I shut it off. What did I say? $5. 5 bucks. 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 5 buc Can't believe I'm getting this much done. I mean, it's not a ton, but I'm getting through this stack of records here pretty quick. Joe Thomas. Love your content. The thrift stores here are no way near as good as yours. We don't do actual thrift stores too often anymore. Kind of just, I don't know. We kind of got bad taste in our mouth over them. Like our Goodwills, in our opinion, some people find great stuff. Some people have fantastic luck at the Goodwills around here. But I mean, we can normally find something, but the pricing, gosh, they want like $8, $9 for a pair of used jeans. I mean, unless there's some crazy name brand, I'm not paying that much for some Walmart specials. You know what I mean? Used. There's no way. It's just not happening. But the bins, the Goodwill outlets, that's my favorite. Of course, Zena and I love to dig. We absolutely love to dig for stuff. We need to do some big trash day. Go driving around and find stuff on the curb. We haven't done that in quite a while. Oh, I forgot to write sealed on here. Still gonna trying to decide if I want to. I'm just gonna do it like this. It'll be fine. Hopefully this price tag don't fall off. I'm not gonna put another clear sleeve on this since it has that. I probably could have done a regular old sticker instead, but too late. I already did that. That's what we're going with. Oh man, there's a lawn mowing crew just pulled up. I think they're mowing the house across the street. Our neighbor lady directly next door, she's got the nicest lawn in the neighborhood. I don't care what anybody says. She's got a nice lawn. She was outside on her hands and knees scrubbing her back porch last night. Zena said, man, she's out there scrubbing the crap out of that porch. She's been having some issues when it rains really heavy. It's been flooding her little back porch. Ooh, cool. Look at this. It's like tie-dye kind of. That bad vibrations. That's a cool one. I love that they do that now. Did this not have the sleeve in it? Oh, it does. I just pulled it straight out of the sleeve. There we go. Let's pull that back out. Whoa. I'm not sure who this is. Obviously something more modern. So cool. Those Post Malone ones that I showed earlier, they are all colored vinyl as well. There we go. That fits back in there way better that way. Oh, this one has a skew. I can just scan this one. Woohoo! Late to the party, Juanita. That's okay. Hey, I'm glad you're here. What time is it? I need to see what time it is. It's 6:18. We're still going. I mean, I was thinking normally doing like 1 hour at a time, but nobody's live on the dollar auction. I don't ever want to go stay live and be over the top of somebody on the dollar auction, because I want to make sure I'm not trying to say I'm going to take people away from anybody, but I know a lot of people that watch me go hang out in the dollar auctions as well. So I don't want to keep anybody. So, but nobody tonight. So, holy crap. Let me scan that again because it came up with an EAN. Maybe this is a UK. Look at that. I scanned it. 2 results. Can you guys, will it focus? Come on, focus. I'm going the wrong way. 170 and 113. That does not want to focus for you guys. And those are both for brand new. This is used, of course. Let's just hit sold. 2 listed, none sold. So let me type in, I'm just going to have to type in the title. Not everybody puts the skew in. A day to remember bad vibrations. Okay. A day to remember bad vibrations vinyl record. Let's see what happens here. Okay, we got 29 results this time. Let's go. Oh, this is punk. Linda, that's punk. Where will you be selling the records? So some of them, like this one here, might end up on eBay. But the rest of what I'm pricing right now is going to go into our antique booths. You can always find links, the address and the name of the place where our antique booths are in the description down below. It's in Oklahoma City at the Antique Co-op. The best, if I do say so myself. I love that antique mall. It's amazing. I'd been going there before I had booths there, so always liked it. It's a pretty cool place. Let's hit used. So 8 used. 7 not specified. Why would you not specify it? How can you list an item and not specify its condition? I'm really sorry if you guys hear these mowers. It won't take them long to mow the neighbor's yard. Their front yard's not too big. So let's see. Why is there some down there and they're not with the, okay, hold on. Let's just put vinyl and see if it comes up with even more. Condition, used, 8. No, still 8. Sold. Wait, sold 8. So that's a black one. So one with the black vinyl is 20. There's another one for 20, but they don't show the actual. Okay, that's weird. So brand new, people are asking over $100 for this. And I didn't see any, when I did a title search instead of a barcode search, it came up with 24. And why is it showing me brand new again? Daggum. Oh, I have new checked. Let me get rid of that. Okay, let's see. Without new checked. Why it's giving me weird numbers. 75, 30, 20. That's for the black one. Let me see if I can find. Does it give you a filter for color? Ooh, let's see. Color, black, green, multicolor, pink. Let's do pink and multicolor. And nothing comes up, even though it said there was one of each. I hate when it does that. It drives me nuts. I know. I can't imagine not filling out item specifics. Like, if something doesn't apply, I just skip it. But if it applies, I'm filling it in. $50 on Discogs, mint condition. It's a limited. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Out of the country sellers. I'm not sure. Yeah, those two with the high dollar, they're both out of the country. So Discogs says 50. I'm going to hang on to this one, and I think this one's going to go on eBay, because if I show this with that colored, with the colored vinyl next to it, it'll sell faster. And it has its own little sleeve already. I might swap it out for one of my new ones. This one is a little thicker though. Where's it? I thought that was the side with the opening. I had it right the first time. Yep, I'll set that one aside. This one can be set aside with this Tracy Chapman that I found earlier. That's pretty decent. So let me put these, I'm just going to put it at the bottom of the stack with the wrapper stuff. We got 4 left to look up here. So we've got Switch. This one came from the same place that I got that other one. I just don't remember where I got them. I remember finding them. I just don't remember where. It had to have been a yard sale or something. This one has that nice thick cover on it. It's got like a grease stain on it right there. Hopefully everything's okay inside. Let's see. It just has a basic little dust jacket sleeve thing. It's a black one. Looks great. That one's pretty darn good. I wouldn't say mint, but close. The purple one. Okay, so there's a purple one. Yeah, this one is like, that one was like a purpley pink with some like tan. So it must be the same one. All right, get back in there. There we go. All right, let's check this one. This one has a barcode on it too. Making sure I don't miss anything in the chat. I'm glad you guys are hanging out. I wish I could hear y'all's voices though. It would be weird, but it would be super cool to be able to hear other people's voices when you're doing a live stream. I bet it would be hectic in some live streams though. All right, this one didn't come up at all. Let me scan it one more time just to make sure, and then I'll type in the title instead. Yeah, nothing. So what is it? It's Switch Sympathy. I don't do records real super often, so I normally just use eBay, but I do use Discogs from when I have like higher dollar records. I'll do Discogs for sure and try to figure out Switch Sympathy vinyl. Let's see. Okay. Let's do a Google Lens because nothing came up. What did I put? Did I put sympathy? I did. It's symphony. Oh my gosh, you dork. Symphony. No wonder I didn't find anything. Golly. It's pulling up all kinds of stuff though. Let's see. Nothing. I might have to do Discogs on this one. Let's try Terapeak right quick. Oh, shoot. Hey, I'll be right back. I got to go get the charger for my computer. Hold on. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Entertain yourselves. Excuse me. Here I come. It wouldn't be a Resell to Ride live stream if I didn't forget something super important, right? Like a charger. Gosh. Of course, I wasn't thinking I'd be on live stream this long either. There we go. Plug it into here. What's that go to? That. Okay. Unplug. Ta-da! The dogs are all like, you opened the back door and didn't let us out. We won't go outside. That wasn't too bad. What platforms does everyone sell on? Ooh, that's a great question, Linda. I know you're going to get some good answers. Delicious. Okay. We're going to Google Lens this. See what pops up. There it is. Christian YouTube. Oh. Is Switch Christian? I've heard of Switch Foot. Lifeline, Higher and Higher, Close, Heartbeat, Obsession, and Symphony. I feel like Obsession should not be a title for a Christian song if that's Christian. Just doesn't seem right. Let's look up on Discogs. Christian band. Okay, so it is a Christian band. There you go. I'm going to look it up on Discogs. That's awkward. Etsy, eBay, Mercari, and District. eBay. Foot must have left the band. Maybe so, Ash. Switch. Symphony. Not Switchblade Symphony. Goodness. Those girls look mad. Their music's probably cool, but let's see. Symphony Switch. There we go. This one's black though. There's got to be a different variation. That doesn't have as many. This only has 6 tracks, so 3 on each side probably. This shows 10. Is that barcode match? No. Oh, wait. Can I scan a barcode in Discogs? Entertain yourself. Sorry, Jen. eBay, Etsy, Mercari, and sometimes Posh. I never messed with Poshmark and work a full-time job. LaDonna, you're a trooper. Started my eBay listing, so we'll hang out for a bit. Cool, Lake Exchange. Glad you're here. Is there a barcode scanner on here? I see I don't have an app or anything. There's got to be a way to do it, right? EP, if only so. Okay. So I'm definitely not a expert by any means. The first 4 numbers of the barcode are 6s. Oh, on the eBay app. I tried that. Nothing came up. Nothing at all. I might, if I'm checking Discogs though, surely they'll have it. 52. I'm typing it in. 289252. 289252. Okay, 95. There we go. See if that does it. We couldn't find anything on Discogs. What the heck? Is this a rogue? Switch. Symphony. Helps if I spell symphony correct. Does it say anything else on here? Nothing on the spine. 2019. Dream Records, Capitol Records. There's the one that was black. The cover's black and it's longer. Let's try this. Let's check the next page. Should be able to find it really quickly or spot it quickly since it's pink. I sure hope y'all can't hear those mowers. I might have to turn my light on. I see how dark I'm starting to get. Oh, it's not too bad on the TV. It looks way better on the TV than on my computer. It is kind of weird to see myself on the computer in front of myself, and then there's a giant screen behind me that's the TV. There was no way I was doing this outside, though. It's pretty warm outside. Just the humidity. I was like, nah, I'm not going to hang out in the shop for this because then I won't want to do it for even an hour. Let's see. Come on. So Linda asked where you don't hear. Okay, good. Just hear me. Good. I'm glad. I always worry about noises. Since Linda asked what platforms you guys sell on, do any of you have a niche, like you only sell that type of item? I do not. I'm a whatever I can find to make money. That's what we're doing. We're selling whatever we can. Okay. I guess I'm going to go back to page 1 here and click on that one again and see if it gives me a place to put in variances. Normally there's variants you can put in. Come on. This one might end up with a random price on it in the booth. Oh, I could check. Oh, wait. It's on a different page too? It is. So let's try this one here. Symphony, Life Church, Dream Trek. Oh, is it a Life Church thing? Life Church, Dream Records, Capital Christian Group. I did not see Life Church on here. I had to turn it around because this little bit of sunlight we have left is coming in. If I can make money, I buy it. Exactly. And I only sell on eBay, not including my summer vintage sales I do. There you go. Vintage and antiques. That sounds about right, LaDonna. Everything seller, 3/4 of my store is books. Man, yeah, Linda, I remember you saying you were switching over to mostly books. That's a lot of books. Just love vintage and cool home decor and jewelry. I'm basically a hoarder who tries to make money. So I'm like, oh, I feel you on that. That's we get way too excited about stuff and we find it and then don't have time to list it because we spent too much time looking for it and doing other things. Electronic, hip hop, rock, and pop. Religious. This is $20 for the one that has 10 tracks. Look, I'm just going to put like $8, I guess, on it and see what happens. See if it sells. What's your favorite thing to find? Ooh, that's a good question too. Oh, Lake Exchange. Love books. Easy to photograph, list, and ship. You're not wrong there. You are not wrong. If I could get my phone to take better pictures of clothing, like I struggle, my camera messes with dark blue and reds, especially. Red is terrible on my phone. If I can get better pictures of clothing like that, I would do way more clothing because the shipping is so easy. The only problem is you can get a lot of returns with clothing, you know, but oh, I just sat here with my pen open. We're getting the new pen out. I thought I had a second one. Here we go. Let me try this one. Nope, that's a marker. Okay, we're going to use the new one. Love a new Sharpie. Love finding Murano hat pins, obscure glass. Miniature stuff and glass. Studio pottery. I have a lot of that. I met a trivet that I haven't liked. The stuff you've been finding in your death pile. Hey, I was randomly digging through some stuff in death pile recently and found a Stomper, those little cars. I listed it for $10.99 and it sold really fast, which is not much money, but it was just sitting there. It's been sitting in our death pile for who knows how long. And I sold it like almost instantly. So, I mean, like within a couple of days. So, very quickly. Love finding hand-blown glass, art glass, and long stem flowers. Ash, you're the one that collects the candies too, right? You bought those candies from us. Those are super cool. We'll be looking for those some more. I couldn't believe we found them at 2 different places. One place we left them behind because they wanted for us too much. So we left them behind. I can't remember what they were priced at, but I remember we had bought the first ones really cheap at one sale, and then we found the other ones at another sale, and we're like, nah, we already got some super cheap. So we'll leave those behind. Symphony. There we go. That one done. 2 more. And then I can price some. Oh, no, 3 more. And then I can price some other stuff. Oh my gosh. Who let their kids get a hold of the pen? Actually, looks like a teenager probably did all that. Oop, wrong way. Wait, is this actually. Hold on. This is actually signed to Judy something, Mike. His name is Mike. All the best, Judy, Steve. That's Steve. To Judy. Can't read it. His name is Peter Yates. That definitely starts with a P, and that definitely starts with a Y. So that's cool. This is an autographed album, and it is 3 Sheets to the Wind, the old triangle. That might be an eBay one. We'll find out. The only problem is not being able to verify those signatures. The handwriting looks different, though, so that's a good sign. I don't know what the heck this guy was. Those little drawings. Are there supposed to be flowers right there? I'm going backwards, so if it looks like I'm going, it's because I'm going backwards. I don't know what that's supposed to be. That's funny. Okay, got that one done. To the pile. 3 Sheets to the Wind. What a fun band name, right? Usually it's real when it's a non-famous band. Yeah, you're probably right. Yes, those candies. I have them in my blown jellyfish. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Sent a Millersburg Amethyst Carnival Bowl to Australia the other day. Sold for $80. The shipping was $87. Oh my gosh. Ooh, speaking of shipping, it's probably been 2 weeks at least. I'm not trying to start anything political. I'm just trying to throw this out there so that you guys know this is going on. So be prepared just in case it happens to you. Xena went to deliver some stuff, 2 boxes. I think it was 2 boxes to a school. You guys, if you don't know, she was a UPS driver. She goes to deliver them. She scans them and it goes, this says that you guys owe, like COD, you guys owe $1,200 each for postage on these packages. And the guy was like, what? She goes, I don't know. That's what it says when I scan them. If you want me to refuse them, I will. I can refuse them or mark them for redelivery if you want to contact whoever and figure out what's going on. And we talked about it for a while, and we were wondering if it was had something to do with tariffs, because the packages came from Canada and they were coming, they ordered something from Canada and it was supposed to be delivered here. Come to find out, it was tariff related. She said they were notified that they may have packages that require payment on delivery. So to not be surprised if it happens. So that's the only time it's happened to her, though, in a couple of weeks. So, who knows? But really strange. Hey, Elizabeth, you're good. I've been here since 5, but we're just kind of chilling. I went and ran off and got my charger. So we're good. Oh, Leslie. Hello, Leslie. I missed you there. From Tulsa. Leslie, are you a Goodwill bin shopper? I hear there's a new bins. Larry earlier said that he's been to it, the new one there in Tulsa. I would love to go. Message me, say it arrived fine. Oh, good. Good, LaDonna. I'm glad. Most profit you've made on a single item. Ooh. That's tough. That's tough. I'm trying to think of the most expensive item I've ever sold. That's probably it. Probably the Stone Cold Steve Austin t-shirt that I dug out of a barrel in those old, what was that place? It's in Edmond. Oh my gosh. It's an old lumberyard that a couple owned that were pickers, and they had filled this old lumberyard with stuff. And I pulled this vintage, 90s Stone Cold Steve Austin Celebrity Deathmatch, the old Celebrity Deathmatch t-shirt out of this bucket. It was tied up in a Walmart sack, and it was in perfect condition for being, it got tied up in that bag new pretty much. And I sold that for somewhere over $300. And I paid less than $1 for that. That's probably the best one. And then I had Linda knows there's a thrift store that Linda goes to that I went. And on my very first time I went there, it's the best thing I've ever found there. First time I went, I found a vintage Roundhouse, the brand that makes overalls, vintage denim jacket, jean jacket. And that sold for $350. And I think I paid $5-ish for it. So that was a really good one. The other country pays the tariffs, Ash. Not in that case. That's for sure. Probably where Canada was on strike. Well, could be. You could be right there, LaDonna. Canada shipments to the U.S. are a mess. I follow a Canadian seller, and it's just a disaster for them to ship to the U.S. Oh, that stinks. Hi, Leslie. Oh, I said hi to you already, didn't I? Haven't yet. Glad you know. Found vintage Italian 925 stamped silver idol of Mary and Jesus, the bin, sold for $95, which is nice. Very nice. $300 for a book I paid $2 for. Religious book on demons. Whoa, interesting. Many Canadian resellers reporting U.S. buyers refusing orders as the U.S. has to pay the. Yep. Yeah, those people, they were like, what the heck? But it was, and of course it's a percentage based on price. So we were $1,200 is a lot for postage. So those must have been some really expensive items, whatever were in the boxes. She said they were like, you know, not real big boxes. So whatever it was had to have been super expensive. $2 for a weird doll. Oh yes, y'all just got those Novi stars sold for $3.99. Whoo. Ash. Okay, I gotta look this one up. This is the one that is signed. This actually might be a cool thing to put in the booth because it's signed. We'll see though. Because when you have something that's signed and it's not like, doesn't have a COA, it's not authenticated and all that, putting it on eBay is a little like, you know what I mean? You can't really prove it. So like I have a Oklahoma City Hornets t-shirt. When the Hornets came here before we had the Thunder, the Hornets came here temporarily because of Hurricane Katrina. And I have a t-shirt from them. We had Chris Birdman. I can't remember his last name. Birdman was his nickname. I have a t-shirt that's signed by him, and you can tell it's his signature. I've looked up his signature and verified it myself, but I can't find anything else on it. I have it listed on eBay. It's been there for a long time, and nobody ever buys it. And I think it has to do with the fact that it's not certified, and it's OKC Hornets. Not many people are looking for the OKC Hornets stuff because it was such a short-lived thing. So, but we do find it from time to time. Let's see, 3 sheets to the wind. Old triangle. Vinyl. Found an Aviator Nation hoodie at a Goodwill for $6 and sold for $125. Nice. Very nice. Dang, nothing came back for this either. Did I spell something wrong? 3 sheets to the wind. Old triangle. Who? Oh, I hate it when the dogs like lick their feet or something like that. That noise is just so gross to me. Let's just get rid of old triangle and just put 3 sheets to the wind vinyl and see. Oh, shoot. There we go. Yeah. Band's called the Old Triangle. Oh, golly. See, I needed you in the chat today to help me out. So let's fix this. Let's get rid of that and put Old Triangle. That makes more sense that the band is not named 3 Sheets to the Wind because Old Triangle. Still not really finding anything. Do I still have Discogs open? I do. Let's try that. The Old Triangle. View all results. Okay, we got to put the album name in here or it's going to take forever to find it. 3. Oh, there we go. Now, is it the master release? No idea, but we're going to click on the general one here. Dobby, Maggie. These two. They're over there grunting and making weird noises. Hi, cowboy. We hear your tappy toes. You need your nails done, don't you, buddy? I'm sure everybody heard your little tappy toes just now. You little sweet baby. He's such a sweet baby. Okay, this one's not worth much. It's like an $8. Median is $8. Since it's signed, I'm going to throw $10 on it because it's not in fantastic condition. So median is probably pushing it, but we're going to go $10. See if somebody buys it. Have you guys ever bought a storage locker that had way too much in it? We've bought storage lockers and they look like there wasn't much in the pictures, and then you open the door and you go, oh. On Discogs for $6. Yeah, so I'm gonna put 10 on it and see what happens. If it sits there for a while, we'll just mark it down. But yeah, one in particular that we opened and we were like, wow, this is a lot more than we thought was the one that had all the Native American stuff in it. Had that Native American puzzle that's still listed. I sent somebody an offer the other day. I was hoping it would sell. And it had a dryer in it that had a bunch of clean clothes in it, and the rest of the clothes were all dirty. That one had way more in it than we thought. It was just, the locker didn't look that big to begin with in the pictures, and then when we opened the door, we're like, this is like a 10 by 20. It was huge. That one, we barely got everything home on that one. We filled I have an 8-foot bed on my truck, completely filled that, and then filled the back of Zena's car too. Yeah, that one was wild. Hey, Lake Exchange, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you. I'm going to work on a video tomorrow or Wednesday morning, and I'll probably release it on Wednesday. And that's the other storage unit, small storage unit, another 5x5 that we got last weekend. We got 2 in one day. They're both little 5x5s. So I'll put that out here this week. Tried to show up and get their stuff out of an old unit. Not yet, Ash, but we did have that one where my thumbnail says she was angry, or I think that's what it says, she was angry. When I went to pay for that unit, the manager warned me and said, just so you know, the lady who owned this storage unit that you won had another one here. And she said, ours, the one that we got, and the other one that she had, it was on the opposite or the next row over. Both were visible from the street and from the gate. And she said, just so you know, that lady was up here when those people, they cleaned theirs out on Friday. We cleaned ours out on Saturday. She said she was up here yesterday and she was screaming, standing at the gate because she can't get in, screaming at those people, mad because they're taking her stuff. But what do you do? So that was why I titled it, she was angry, or she's angry, or whatever. We were worried the whole time we were there that she was going to come and start yelling at us. But I mean, what do you do? There's not much you can do. You know, you just got to go with it. Dogs are playing. But no, we've been pretty fortunate so far. I always stress about that, but we've been pretty lucky. What did I say I was going to put on this? 10. Having a nice fresh marker is everything. Holy cow. You guys hear them growling? They're over there playing, wrestling. As long as they don't get too out of control, I'm going to just let them play. Hi, cowboy. Okay. Get down. Get down. You're going to bump me, and I'm going to make a scribble mark on this price tag. You guys can't see him. Oh, thank you. I'll let him lick my chin. I won't let him lick my mouth. I'm all right on that. Zena's like, I'm not letting the dogs kiss me. And I'm like, I don't like kiss them. Eating fettuccine Alfredo. Ooh, and squid. Jeeves talked about a unit where the guy was a known felon. He was super sketched out about cleaning. I bet. Was that one of his more recent ones? I saw a thumbnail for one of his videos where there was like a bunch of shoes and stuff, and he found the PS5 right inside the door. That was crazy. Not squid. Oh. Hey, hold on. Dobby, that's enough, buddy. You're getting too aggressive with her. She's a little baby. She's actually really old, but she's a little baby. Hi, Maggies. Oh, hello, Dobby. Hello. You guys can see the top of his head, but that's about it. Are you awake now? Did you have a good nap? Are you going to be crazy now? Don't bite. Don't you bite me, sir. Did you have a good nap? Okay, get down. Get down. I'm busy. I know you don't understand that I'm on the internet right now, but... Full of guns. Okay. About a week ago. Okay, yeah, I got to watch that one. I'm curious. I did watch his, did you watch his one he just put out with the big garage sale that they do, their dollar yard sale? Steve and Donna found Amy and Matt from Beach by Repeat, found them in it. And then I was like, I have to watch this video. I watched it yesterday and found them. And I was like, Zena, come look, it's Amy and Matt. Yes. Yeah, we were like fangirling over our friends. I love what Jeebus and Amber do. He's a little extra. Sometimes he's a whole lot extra. But ooh, he don't want to play with you. He's very extra, but their purpose and what they do with you know, helping the kids and stuff is so amazing. I love it. And I love watching them and their Broly, their baby Broly. Broly is so freaking cute. Let's see. I gotta put on here signed. Let me spell signed correctly. Oh, as I'm saying it, I messed it up. Signes. Their channel is Thrifting with Jeebus, Gebus. You can see it there in the chat. LaDonna put it, Jeebus. Thrifting with treasure hunting with Jeebus. Let me get that right. Treasure hunting with Jeebus. All storage units. They are getting close to 1 million subscribers. They're doing well. I'm going to see if I can change this S to a D without it looking horrible. Oh, we're going with it. On back. All right. Zena just got home. I got to move this box out from in front of the door. What is she doing? Oh, she's getting her backpack. I was like, what is she getting out? I'm going to open the door for her so that there's no surprise to the dogs. Who's that? Who's that? Is your mama home from work? I'm live right here, Zena, so don't get crazy. Come on. Oh, no, Dobby, stay inside. I didn't want to let them out and then start barking at me, me have to go back and forth.
You're still live, I thought.
Yes, I'm still live.
It didn't show it on YouTube.
Oh. Get down, Dobby. They're so excited to see her every day. Wave hi.
Hello.
She's like, I just want to go put my bag down. I'm so tired. I'm cooking and can't type. Love, let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Ash, I think you'll like their stuff. They're a little younger. It's funny to watch them go through units because they don't know what half of stuff is. Sometimes it feels like there's quite a few things that they don't. They're like, what the heck is this? Sometimes I wonder if they do it on purpose, though. Like they have the running joke with the Marilyn Monroe and the Madonna. Every time they find something with Marilyn Monroe, they call it Madonna. And every time they find Madonna, they call it Marilyn Monroe. And they get like a bajillion comments on, that's not blah, blah, blah. It's pretty funny. It'd be funny, though, when the baby gets more mobile. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's going to be very interesting. Luckily, they have, was it his brother and his brother's girlfriend or fiance or whoever she is? They could probably keep an eye on him during that. But, and I know that they hired on his mom and her husband also onto their team. They just went ahead and hired everybody. They talked about that on, they also have, what's their other channel? The behind the scenes one that's like them at home and stuff. The Jeebus family. They talked about how they sat down with his mom and her mom's husband and said, so you guys want to quit your jobs? And they were like, what do you mean? And they were like, we're willing to pay you what you get or more than what you get now and, you know, enough to cover benefits. And they were like, you serious? And they were like, yep. And they said, all right. And both of them quit their jobs. So pretty cool. Following is good enough that it ends up selling for what it's worth, even though they don't know the vintage. Exactly. You're right, LaDonna. Absolutely. They make well over eBay on some stuff. No problem. And that's all they do. I also like Thomas and Dan, TDK Collectible. I'll have to look that one up, Leslie. Let me write that down. I'll write that down. TDK. I'm always down to check out a new channel. Oh, those lawn mowing people are gone already. Awesome. TDK. I wrote it down on this little scrap paper. All right, let's see. So since Zena's home and I got to cook dinner and stuff, we're going to do these last 2 records. We'll at least be through all the records, and then we'll call it for the day. But what do we got? Is it Poco? Poco? P-O-C-O? Delivering? I do not know who this is. Looking to see if I recognize any of these songs. It looks like it's a mix. It's got different person's name under most of the songs. 70s band. Okay. Good band. Right. Let's see. So let's look this one up. This one's obviously not going to have a barcode on it. Oh, wow. We've been live for 2 hours as of right now. Cool. Let's go here. Poco. Delivering. Oh, my stomach just grumbled. It's definitely time for dinner. It's getting dark enough outside that you can see the light off of my phone. Still looks good on the TV, though. I'm glad it's correcting it for that. You two are so sweet together. Aw. I love when you're doing storage units and goofing. That's how we are most of the time. The goofing and cracking jokes. We get on each other's nerves, too. Like everybody, like every couple, of course. And we have little disagreements here and there, but it's not bad at all. But for the most part, we're talking smack to each other and cracking jokes. Is that good, Zena?
All right.
Got a little tiny watermelon like 2 weeks ago, and it's been sitting on the counter. She just cut it open. I bet it tastes really good after being so dang hot all day. All right, this is the one's looking rough. 754 copies from 75 cents. Where do I find the actual? Why is it not showing me an actual value? Should be right here somewhere. Track list. Oh, here we go. Let's do, this is the gatefold one. Are they all gatefold? Yeah, looks like it. Let's do this one. What does this one say? Been married 13 years, and my husband and mine's love language is sarcasm and threatening each other. That's exactly it right there. That is exactly it. Wine time and Ninja Warrior is starting. Uh-oh. Linda's like, it's time for wine. Okay, this one's not worth much. I'm putting $5 on it. We're going with it. And then we got one more. It looks like Bob Dylan also. And then I'll be done. If y'all need to go, that's okay too. I get it. $5. Is there a game on tonight, Zena?
No.
No? Delivering. I'm going to bet Linda Early is super excited to watch the Thunder on Thursday, because I know that I am. First game of the NBA Finals. We made it to the finals against the Pacers. Crushed. Was it Minnesota that we crushed last week? Oh my gosh. That last game. What was it, Zena? Like a 40-point, or was it 30-point blowout? It was crazy. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. I haven't watched many of the games, honestly. But we'll be watching all the finals games for sure. Very excited. Stanley Cup playoff games start Thursday too. That's cool. Also follow Dumpster Diving. It's really nice to see how many people. Yes. So Leslie, do you watch Breakfast or Brefkist? They have the letters switched up. Brefkist. They're from the Denton, Texas area. I think they actually are in Denton. Younger couple. They do some great videos on dumpster diving. They're one of the first ones that we started watching. They do, we totally missed it this year again. College clean out, when they clean out the dorms and stuff and they throw everything in the big dumpsters. They get so much stuff from that. This is weird. Look at how this gatefold goes. It's not normal. Wait, hold on. I'm holding it upside down. So there's that. But when you close it, this way. That's so strange. And this is Blonde on Blonde. Bob Dylan, Blonde on Blonde. Zena, have a great evening. Thanks for the video. You're welcome, Elizabeth. I'll be putting out a regular video probably on Wednesday of another storage unit. So look forward to that. Like watching their dumpster diving as college. Yes, it's crazy how much stuff they find. Love what they're able to fish out of the dumpster. I noticed it's a big no-no here in Tulsa. Really? Also watch dumpster diving, mama of 2. Cool. I love dumpster diving. That's where I get a lot of my boxes. I get them from Bed Bath & Beyond. Or not. Bath & Body Works. I always get those two mixed up. Bath & Body Works. They have great boxes. And they're normally not dirty because they don't like throwing away food and stuff, you know. Sometimes they'll throw away some soaps and you'll get stuff with soap on it. But at least it smells good. They have great sizes, though. Bob Dylan. Blonde on Blonde. Say gatefold on one of them. No, there's like a bajillion different versions of it on. We're going to go with the first one and cheat. The watermelon's not that good?
I said I hope it's not bad for them.
Oh, for the dogs? Well, you probably should look it up before you... Is watermelon good for the dogs, guys? Let us know. I think it is okay. I'm pretty sure it's okay. Red Label. Ooh. On the actual... Yeah, here we go. Red Label. Is that, if that's what you're talking about? Man, that sucker's clean, too. It's funny how the outsides of the sleeve can be in such horrible condition, and then the record itself can be fantastic. Haven't seen anybody from Oklahoma diving or posting videos. We used to do them, Leslie. We have a playlist of dumpster diving, but it's been a long time since we've recorded it. Bye, Linda. Have a great evening. $50, really? Let's see here. Two LP. That says New Zealand. Pittman pressing. Oh, I see where it says scan barcodes. Where did I see that at? Oh, here we go. Here's a number on it. C2S is what I'm looking for. Yeah, C2S, not CBS. Just making sure. Watermelon's fine for present. I thought so. As long as you don't give them the seeds or the rind, Zena. Okay. I was pretty sure I had given it to him before. Oh, here we go. Is this it? 841. Okay, found it. Yep, median. You're correct. Median is $50. Lowest 8, median 50, highest 163. That's probably for new. Whoo. I might have to put that one in on eBay also. I'm going to set this one to the side. So that was the last one. Well, I guess it can stay right here because this whole stack is probably going to be eBay here. We've got the 3 Post Malones, the baby, and then what else did we have there? That Bad Vibrations, Tracy Chapman, and this Bob Dylan. So the cover's rough, but the vinyl itself is in good condition. So there we have it, guys. we found some cool stuff for eBay, and we got a nice stack of records for the booth. And then I've got a bunch of other stuff here that I can sit here and while we chill and watch TV and price. And I guess that's going to be it, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me. We've been here for over 2 hours now, 2 hours and 9 minutes. So I had fun. A lot of fun chit-chatting with you guys. Learned some new stuff. I appreciate your help on some of these items. That was awesome. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in a regular video, probably most likely on Wednesday. And then I do have a dollar auction on Saturday at 6 p.m. Central with Liz, the Nerdy Picker. It's her first show, and she asked if I would do a show with her. And I was like, yeah, absolutely, because we've known each other for a while now. So I was like, yeah, absolutely. So we're doing 2 hours. So we're both bringing a healthy amount of items, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So she's a cool chick, so I'm excited to do an auction with her. I hope you guys will come check it out on theDollarAuction.com. Any of the videos, lives, all that, you guys can always find our links in the description. There's a link to the dollar auction, link to eBay, information for our booth, P.O. box, any other selling platform that we sell on. It's all there, so go check that out. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to go make us some dinner and hang out with Zena for a while, and I'll see you guys next time. So, all right. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Bye.